Hey, so are you stuck between a rock and a hard place? Do I accept my social anxiety? It's the ultimate defeat, but maybe if I just accept it, it's depressing, but I can accept it and maybe try to live the best life that I can. Or do I keep moving towards my dreams and my goals? But when I go this way, I keep hitting that wall over and over. I don't know if I can take that much more heartbreak, and it's confusing, right? So in this video, if that's something that's resonating with you, stick around, because in this video, I want to help you understand what is it exactly that you need to accept. This is a big mistake that a lot of people make. What you need to accept so that you can finally move towards your dreams and your goals and get that forward momentum and never hit that wall ever again. Let's go. And if you're a part of our community, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Rubin. I'm a transformational coach specializing in social anxiety. This community is dedicated to reducing your social anxiety, owning your worth, and expressing it fearlessly into the world. If that's something you resonate with, welcome home. And let's get moving on today's video, okay? Do you accept the social anxiety? Depressing, right? A life of misery. Do I actually do that? Or do I keep moving towards my dreams and my goals? But when I keep moving towards my dreams and my goals, I hit that wall and I end up with a broken heart over and over again. It's coming to the point where you don't want to open up your heart again and go wholeheartedly towards your goals, because when you've done that, it's resulted in nothing but feeling depressed on this side too, feeling brokenhearted that you're not reaching your goals while everybody else is, okay? Here's what I want you to understand is the big mistake here that people make when they think about accepting their social anxiety. They're actually thinking about, their perception of that is they're actually accepting the wrong thing. So if we look at over here, you're going towards your goals, you're going towards your dreams, you're taking action, you're driven, you're disciplined, you're motivated, you're doing all of the right things. But then your anxiety levels start to creep. You get triggered here, you get triggered there. Your state of being gets anxious and they rise to the point where you eventually hit the wall, okay? That invisible wall that you're hitting, it's not invisible, okay? It's invisible to you, but I want you to become aware of is the wall, what is it made of? It's made of your childhood wounds. It's made of your past painful experiences. It's made of your past traumas. And when you try to move forward, that subconscious, the childhood wounds, the childhood programming, it's gonna build up into that wall all the way into the point when you try to take action, you're going to feel so much fear about the future. You're gonna be feeling so paralyzed in guilt, shame, fear about the future, regrets about the past, that you can't even move anymore. You can't take action anymore. So what do you need to do? You have to accept. You have to accept. What is acceptance? Acceptance is a receiving. So what you are accepting is actually that you're playing small. So yeah, you're doing all the right things, but who you're being as you're doing all these things, everybody can go through the motions in life and take these actions and do all of these things on autopilot. But is it the real you that's showing up as you take those actions? Is it the real you that's showing up in those work meetings? Is it the real you that's showing up when you're connecting and hanging out with people? Is it the real you when you're taking actions towards your goals and your dreams? Or is it your childhood wounds? Is it your past anxiety? Is it your persona that's showing up and running the show for you? Okay, so acceptance is a process to discover your starting place. I'll give you an example here. I'm in Vancouver. If I want to fly over to Florida, for example, I have to know my starting place, because I'm going to need assistance, for example, to book my flight, whether through a website, maybe it's a travel agent. I have to put my start destination so that I can get to my end destination. I know where I want to go. I know what I want to do there. But do I know where I'm starting from? Because the travel agent, for example, is going to be like, where are you flying from? And what if the answer is, I don't know. I don't know. I just know I want to go there. I just know I want to go to Florida. I want to go to Miami Beach. I want to do all these different things in Florida. Okay, but how are we going to get you there? So you know you have all these dreams and goals. You have career aspirations. You want deeper relationships. You want a better relationship with yourself. But where are you starting? What is your spiritual, emotional, and psychological health inside here, so that we have a starting place for where you're standing right now, so that we can get you to your destination where you're living a full life with deep, meaningful relationships and a thriving career. So it's not always about being busy and taking these different actions externally. You're already doing that. I can go on, I can book the flight. Oh yeah, go on Expedia and I'm looking at flights, I'm looking at hotels, I'm looking at activities. What can I do there? I can fill that whole thing up, but none of that means anything until I know my starting place. And if you need help with that, I'm gonna offer you a free masterclass. So link is below the video for this masterclass. Make sure you take that. I'm gonna walk you through the step-by-step process for how to reduce that social anxiety, okay? Reduce that social anxiety, own your worth. And in order to own your worth and reduce that social anxiety, there needs to be some acceptance. It's gonna walk you through the step-by-step process for doing so. And one student comes to mind when we're talking about this whole acceptance versus forward movement. And this student in particular, I remember in high school, he had his first panic attack. He had all this grieving going on at home. He was moving schools, lots of things going on in the home between his mom and dad, a very emotionally unavailable, but also emotionally volatile, physically abusive, verbally abusive home. And he's moving schools at the same time. And then he got to his new school and he's sitting with his three friends, and they're trying to connect and have a good time together. And suddenly he feels this surge of panic rising in him. Okay, and he has his first panic attack in front of his friends. It's absolutely embarrassing and humiliating for him. He just couldn't keep the sadness and the grief down from what he was dealing with at home. And also, moving schools exacerbated that whole thing and it brought it up to the surface. Okay, and he has his first panic attack in front of his friends. And what does he do after that? He takes on the persona, like we said. He takes on the persona. So now moving forward, when he tries to interact with people, the persona takes over, because the persona doesn't want that embarrassing and humiliating situation to happen ever again. So what does his personality conform into? Well, it's the guy that doesn't have much to say, withdrawn, introverted. Why? Because if I say too much, I might have a panic attack again and there might be too much emotions coming up. So I'm going to take on this persona and protect this and store this away so that I can try to interact with people and not embarrass and humiliate myself ever again. And in order to do that, I got to be shy and introverted, non-opinionated. Okay, can't be confident, can't show too much confidence. That's too risky. What if I have a panic attack again? Okay. But the thing is, he's moving forward. He's going after goals. He's very ambitious, driven, going after the goals, going to school, going to work, trying to move forward, trying to date, all of these different things. But he's doing it with that shy and introverted persona. And what happens is he keeps blanking out. He keeps getting the symptoms. He keeps getting the racing heart rate. He keeps blushing in the social situations and at work. So he's doing all of the right things. He's trying to move forward. He's trying to go after his goals. He's trying to build his future, but it's with the persona. It's with the shy and introverted persona. So what happens, remember that invisible wall. The ball and chain is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And eventually he hits the wall that I cannot go into these social interactions anymore with this blank mind and the racing heart, the blushing, can't breathe. I can't, it feels like torture. I can't do it anymore. I'm hitting the wall. So what does he need to go do? He needs to accept the fact that all that grief is still living within him. Everything that he was dealing with, that he was able to stuff down with the persona, it's still living within him. And that's the invitation. That's the receiving that you need to set yourself up for, and accept the fact that this thing that you're dealing with, your past, it's still living within you. So it's an invitation to not accept the fact that you have the shy and introverted personality. No, it's the opposite. Because he's able to accept the fact that there's still this thing living within him, all the grief, all of the emotional wounds they experienced growing up, the embarrassing situations that happened, the panic attacks that happened as a result of that building up inside. And he can move through this thing and heal from it and let go of the shy, introverted personality. So do you see what I'm saying here? You're not accepting the shy, introverted personality. You're accepting the past experiences, painful experiences that you've been through that have led to the shy and introverted and socially anxious personality that you're putting out there in the world, the mask that you're hiding behind. So I want you to, the next time you hit the wall, I want you to ask yourself, what is it that's not the real me? That's not the real you. The shy, introverted, and anxious, and withdrawn, and people-pleasing personality is not you. So when you hit the wall, what is it about my past that I need to accept? Because here's the thing with acceptance. Remember, acceptance is a state of harmony with yourself. It's a state of acceptance, or sorry, it's a state of harmony with other people. It's a state of other people to be enjoyed. So when you accept, here's how the higher self works. Here's how your true personality works. Your fake personality, the persona, is withdrawn. It doesn't want to connect with people. But when you can accept and move through this and step into your higher self and your true personality, this higher self, it has forward movement. It has forward movement. It is in the interest of being in harmony with other people. It wants to connect with other people. This aspect of you wants to have fun with other people. It wants to experience joy with other people. It wants to joke around with other people. It's a forward moving force within you. Okay, it's not a passive and withdrawn force. That's your past. Okay, so this other more powerful side to you that wants to get out there and be more visible and take more part in life, you know it's within you. You know you're truly not meant to be this way. This aspect of you that wants to get out there, have fun, take part in life, and be with people and have some good connections, reach your fullest potential. You need to cultivate this aspect of you. But it doesn't happen by ignoring the childhood wounds. Because if you ignore the childhood wounds, remember, it's that ball and chain. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it just covers up your true personality. You have to turn and accept and face that, receive that signal, to turn and face it, give it as much attention as you need so you can heal these wounds and they shrink so there's more space for your true personality. And again, if you need help with that, the link for the masterclass is below the video, the 3-step process for reducing that social anxiety, get those childhood wounds down, own your worth and cultivate that bigger space, expanding higher self within you, your true personality, so you can express it fearlessly in the world. Make sure you take that masterclass below. And if you're still with me, thank you so much for staying with me until the end. I appreciate you so much. Accept that lower self, give it as much attention as you need so that it can shrink, and then you can cultivate your higher self and your true personality. If you found the video helpful, please like and subscribe. Here's some other videos you can check out next, and we'll talk soon. I'll get another video out soon for you. I'll see you later, okay? Peace.